The playing of our nation's anthem before the Ezell Harding Nashville Christian District Contest. This is Mike McPherson with Colin Wright. We're bringing you the live stream action, and this is two undefeated teams, Coach, as Ezell Harding is being introduced down below. So big contest for both, as both teams feel like they can make a run at the regular season championship. So Ezell Harding just now introduced, and now for Nashville Christian. Senior number 4, Ava Panda Bear Pomeroy. Number 5, O'Charlie Harper, senior. And the illegal recruit from across town, Coach Pierce's child, Anna Pierce, a junior. Number 21, Whitley Miller, Barbecue Miller. And 25, Grayson 007 Bonds. Coach, both teams undefeated. This ought to be a good one.
Yes, sir. I think we're going to have ourselves a good game tonight. I know that Ezell likes to run fast, try to get turnovers, and shoot a lot of layups. And with our team, we like to run set plays, we like to shoot, and we like to be under control. So it's kind of a clash of game styles.
All right. Well, we've got a good crowd on hand, and this is silent night where we're going to wait a few baskets before we cheer. So that's always an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, it definitely is. Back when I was in high school, our girls made a run at the state championship, and at the state championship game, we decided to do the exact same thing, and things did not go well for us for a while.
That's the thing. If you put the too high, it could be quiet for a real long time. Pierce to jump with Amaya Thomas, Ezell Harding, and if you're driving and listening, Nashville Christian's moving right to left across your radio dial. Nashville Christian in an offensive tip, and it works. Bonds takes it all the way up, layup, good, and we score within 3 seconds.
That's what you call a good start.
That's one of the quickest baskets in history. Ezell Harding weaving, passing, and cutting out top.
Only thing better would have been a dunk. I think Grayson could have done it.
Price gives it up to Williams. Ball in the corner to Webb. Back out top to Williams. Gunning along 3. That shot is good, and that is Amaya Thomas, and she did not hesitate, Coach, at all. O'Charlie Harper in the front court as they regain the lead, 3-2. We know the Eagles are going to win tonight because both teams are the Eagles. And inside to Pierce. Pierce in trouble, double team. They tie her up nicely. She had a good seal. And Miller made a nice pass, but they immediately collapsed on her, and that looks like part of their game plan, Coach.
Yeah, I expect to see that all night. They're going to swarm Anna Pierce.
So Ezell Harding setting the court. This is Williams. Price. Williams on top, back to Price on the left side. Kind of moving things slow right now. Back to Webb. Webb cross court to Price. Struggling, pivoting, almost double dribbling, gets the ball out of there. Nashville Christian tight man-to-man, driving. Floater up there, Williams no good, but Thomas gets her board, takes it in, no good off the board. Miller, nice block out. They double team the rebound. They shouldn't have done that because here we come with the numbers. Pomeroy takes it all the way in, bounces to Pierce, but it's intercepted. Ezell Harding the other way. 2-on-2, stops, hanging shot, no good. Williams missed it. Here comes Miller. Ahead to Pomeroy, going for the layup. She's popped really hard from behind, and the foul will go against Ezell Harding. And Ava Pomeroy, number 4 senior, will go to the line.
And the foul was on number 00, Briley Price.
All right, Price with the foul, and already ready to check in is the 8th grader, Anderson Allgood. Pomeroy, yes. 3-3, early action, 6:15 left in the first quarter. Two undefeated teams here playing before a good crowd in Bellevue. Anderson Allgood checks in for Miller. Second shot rims, pops, drops, 4-3. Ezell Harding down one with the ball, and we will play kind of a soft man-to-man right now. Everybody's kind of packing off because they do have some speed and some drivers.
You can see the student section is itching for some points on our team so they can get into this game.
Ezell Harding moving around the rim and gunning the long one, number 30, Williams. They don't hesitate, Coach, if they have some space, and they lead 6-4. And here's the steal. We lose it, and the ball is going to be kicked out of bounds as Webb brought it up, the lefty, and the ball is kicked out of bounds from behind, retained by Ezell Harding on the baseline. Webb to bring it in. They set 4 across the baseline. And they're going to screen in and then pop out. Well, that lefty looks like she wanted to take it. Ezell Harding, all of them look like they're ready to take it inside quickly. And here's the left-hander gunning it. And they finally missed one here. Pierce with the board. Clears to Bonds, who gives to Harper. Harper to set the court. Ezell Harding leading 6-4. 5:18 to go, first quarter. Harper cross court to the high post. To Bonds, gives to Pomeroy. He missed the left shot. And we're going to have a tie-up as Pierce tried to keep the ball alive, and the alternate possession will go to,
I believe it's arm ball.
Should be, but the arrow is pointing. Yeah, okay, the arrow is pointing our way. So Nashville Christian to inbounds the ball, trailing 6-4 here. Anderson Allgood, the 8th grader, gets it into Bonds between the circles. We set the court against the man-to-man. So we bring Pierce out top. She's being pushed. A lot of hitting there. We kick to Miller. Miller on top to Allgood. She wants to drive. Pretty good defense that time. Ezell Harding very quick, and here they come with the steal. Out of there, taking all the way in. That's got to be an offensive charge.
Absolutely.
As Price lowered her shoulder. She didn't like it. I think it was a good call. She is very aggressive with the drive, and they're going to have to sit her. No, she is coming out. And coming into the contest for her is number 1, Ava Horner. So, got a tight one here. Nashville Christian down 6-4.
Great job getting back and setting your feet to draw that charge right there against a really fast team.
007, they clear for her. She takes all the way in, and she is going to get a charge herself. But she left her feet, probably committed a little early. And with the score 6-4 in favor of Ezell Harding, they regain possession with 4:32 left in the first quarter. So both teams playing really good defense right now. Williams, left-hander, kicks the ball in the corner. They bounce inside. We're going to steal it. Allgood comes up with it. Ball thrown ahead to Miller, out of bounds. As Grayson probably should have kept it and brought it up and then hit her later, which not a good angle at all on that pass.
No, they're making me look bad. I said we were going to control the ball and try to run some set plays, and they said, never mind, we're not going to do that.
So we're playing a soft man-to-man. Ball skipped across to Horner. She and Webb play catch out top. Now to Williams. Williams in the corner. Almost a double dribble there. I don't know how they missed that one inside, and they're going to call a foul on the baseline. And it's going to be on Reese Peanut Butter Duggar. They're going to call the foul after a couple of double dribbles there.
Yeah,
Harper and J.B. Sizemore will come in, Allgood and Pomeroy out.
I don't understand the foul there. It seemed like it was pretty clean. She cut the pass off with her arm. Not a whole lot of contact there. I don't really understand that one.
4 across the baseline again. They lob it out here to Gift. Gift on top, looks for the post girls slashing through Thomas. Instead, the ball to the left-hander, back over to the other corner. And she stepped out of bounds. Good call by the official as he saw Gift stepping out of bounds, and the ball goes to us. Quickly, the ball is inbounded. Harper coming against the man-to-man.
Coach Patton's trying to get us set up.
Here comes the cut through, and she's going to come on. Let's double down. We got they played it nicely. We had the back door set up, and they switched nicely also. We're trying to get to the hoop, and they are really defending good. Stopping jumping, shooting, no good.
Great box out
Ezell
from
Harding,
Miller.
it was, and here comes Whitley Miller. Down 6-4, both teams. Excellent, tough defense. This could be a low-scoring contest. Pierce to check back in with Pomeroy. They're at the scorer's table. Harper looking for a cutter. And we tried a flare screen. They're going to call it off of Ezell Harding. Excellent defense that time. Webb got a finger on it, deflected it away to disrupt the play. Pierce back in, peanut butter out.
Ava Pomeroy also checked in.
Pomeroy in, Whitley Miller inbounds to O'Charlie Harper. Still 6-4, Coach. After a couple of baskets early, nobody's scoring yet. They close out pretty tight inside to Pierce. She goes under the goal, almost double dribbled. Now JB takes it all the way in, no good. Rebound Ezell Harding, and here they come, roaring past the timelets. Thomas kicks it out, driving into the key. Williams lays it up good on a nice floater, and they double the lead at 8-4. Here comes O'Charlie Harper. This Ezell Harding team's good. And we've got a foul on the baseline. Pierce getting fouled.
I was waiting on that, Coach. Anna has a clear size advantage, and Gift is really struggling to keep her from posting up.
We screen the screener, and Sizemore is fouled. I think we're going to have to try to get into Pierce more. They're really closing out well on our guards. 8-4, 2:22 left. JB, the Junkyard Dog, will go to the line, trailing 8-4. Sizemore, senior. Eyes, guns, yes. 8-5, breaking a little bit of a drought there.
Yeah, it seemed like we had a lot of points scored and then nothing for a minute, and hopefully we'll get back into it.
8-5, Sizemore. Crowd ready to explode when we get to a certain number. I don't even know what it is. Ezell Harding out of there with the ball. That's why I don't think we ought to set that number too high, because we're not going real high right now. Ezell Harding on the attack, gunning a long one. This is Horner, no good. We had the block out, but Horner chases down her board, shoves off, turns, lost it out of bounds.
Great defense by Anna Pierce, playing on a smaller player, a guard-type player. That was excellent defense.
Took advantage of the size difference. 007 checks in. Who's she going to get? The Junkyard Dog. 007 to give to O'Charlie. 8-5, approaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Here comes Nashville Christian. Now, Ezell Harding has gone to a 2-3 zone. Hopefully we can shoot them out of this. And they're going to Harper, back to Miller, downtown, bottom. 8-8.
I love that play call. It's a deceit with Charlie in the corner, all to get the ball to Whitley on the second flare cut.
Right, 1:40 to go. 8-8, big three there. Only people you heard cheering was our team. The crowd waiting on Silent Night here to explode, and they will go crazy here. I hope it's at the 10-point mark, Coach.
I think it might be, Coach, but it's kind of crazy with the high school games being as short as they can be. We're almost through the first quarter.
Ezell Harding misses a three, 8-8. Here we come. Pomeroy in the corner to Bonds, downtown, no good. It's too long. Here comes Ezell Harding out of there with it. Taking all the way in, lay the ball up, no good. Harper with the board, 56 seconds to go. We're 8-8 ahead to Pierce, which she makes a great save, throws it back out. Harper downtown, no good. Pierce battling hard. Tip to Miller, floater, yes, on the baseline. And we explode to a 10-8 lead.
There it is,
39
Coach.
seconds.
There's what we wanted.
Ezell Harding misses a three. The crowd going berserk over there. And throwing the ball up there, no good. We couldn't even hear the whistle for the crowd. And suddenly the gym is electrified. And we take the lead at 10-8. And an opportune time as Coach Jeff Brothers is leading the cheering over there. He looks like one of the teenagers. Go to the line is Horner. She'll have two. In a 10-8 game, 28.5 in the first quarter, off the back rim.
Building houses.
So we are in a tight one here. Ava Horner eyes it, guns it, yes. 10-9. Let's see. Nashville Christian goes for one shot. It's 10-9. Eagles leading, 25 seconds left. Harper past the timeline. We set in a 1-3-1. 3 out, high-low with Bonds at the high post. We're down to 17 seconds. Harper waiting to initiate the play. 12 seconds. We bring Miller out top. She gets it, goes to the right. Going to lob it to Pierce, and it's off her hands. We had the right call, but too far. 6.4 to go. Ezell's got time. Here they come. Number 30, Williams. 4 seconds. Does she see the clock? She's going to pull downtown. No good at the buzzer, and Nashville Christian takes a slim 1-point lead to the second quarter. And, Coach, definitely a defensive struggle.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. With as fast as we came out, layup off the jump, big three-pointers from Ezell coming out. It seemed like it was going to be go, 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 but then it slowed down all of a sudden. Defense started setting in. I'm excited to see what the second quarter is going to have for us.
Great crowd. We've got our cheering section full. Ezell Harding has brought a good contingent, so we are very close to capacity here on a beautiful, mild Friday night in Bellevue. Coach Brothers is over there. He looks like he's about 17 years old over there. Fortunately, the other children are not making fun of the man.
He could probably outwork half of them in just about anything, I would
think
imagine.
he would start for us in football, I think. So
forget being the coach.
10-9. We've had an exciting first quarter as far as defense. And the crowd, I have a feeling the crowd's going to be active, and I believe that in the old days when I was coaching Ezell Harding, the Nashville Christian game was the game. And I have a feeling that it's going to start becoming that this year with both teams being very good.
Yeah, we could see ourselves developing a bit of a rivalry.
Yeah, it was great in the old days. This place was always overflowed, and it looks like it's coming back to that again. Here's Ezell Harding moving the ball, throwing the ball up just out of bounds. They're going to call it off Nashville Christian. I thought it was more of a foul than a deflection, but it will go back to the Eagles of Ezell Harding as the Eagles of Nashville Christian will defend a baseline play. They screen in, and then she just lets go of it. Miller throws it away. No. Harper tracks it down, tries to go baseline, gives to Pomeroy, spins, kicks out to Miller from collegiate three. Bottom! Knocks it down as we lost the ball, regained it, kick it out nicely for Miller. 13-9. Timeout, Ezell Harding.
I will pay for her plane ticket back to our area code.
7:37 to go in the second quarter. I said collegiate three. It was beyond that. 13-9 as we explode to a 4-point lead. And in this game, a 4-point lead is a lot.
Yeah.
At least it seems like it. I know it's not really. But this is going to be quite a struggle, I imagine.
I think that basket was a good one for the tide of the game, more so than the score.
Both teams undefeated coming in the overall record and the district.
I think Ezell's coach was wise to take a timeout there.
Yep, good timeout. Nashville Christian sits back in a soft man-to-man. Gunning the long three. Boy, Price is way off there, but she didn't hesitate. She acted like that's what she likes to do, but missed it. 7:27 to go. Harper, top of the circle, setting the court. We lose the ball, and now here's Ezell coming down. 7:12 to go, 13-9, and we deflect the pass out of bounds. It's just tough to get a good shot in this contest right now.
Yeah, I like our defensive strategy. They love to drive, so we're just going to pack in the paint. We're going to pack in the three-point line.
Ball kicked to Stewart. She's going to get nowhere and gets back to Thomas. She dribbles it back out, hands to Williams on top. Left side to Webb. Williams, the lefty, she's getting the court set. We got two girls in the wing. Oh, a nice lob in from the high post inside to Thomas. Rejected by Pierce.
Threw that one down with some authority.
6:46. 13-9. If you see the cheering section, that's right. That's Coach Jeff Brothers in the cheering section. That's how he looked when he was 17 years old. Floater put up nicely, but it looked nice, but it was air. Pierce with the board. Pomeroy roaring past the timeline, leading 13-9. Miller left side, backs it out, skips across to Harper. They're facing the 2-3 zone. Ezell Harding, I guess in a bit of a foul trouble, decided to go zone, and they come up with the steal. Here comes Thomas. Going to kick out to number 11, Stewart, yes. 13-11, they're back to 2. The boys team for Ezell Harding also cheering on their girls. Pomeroy into Pierce. Pierce, nice position, lays it up, back over her head nicely. 15-11, excellent seal under the rim.
I think that's going to have to be what we go to. As long as they can't guard Anna down in the post, we have got to put it on her.
Ezell Harding gunning the 3. That's Webb. Banks it no good. Pomeroy blocks out nicely. Roaring past the timeline down the right side. Can she take it all the way? Lays it up, scoops it. No good. Ball deflected into the corner. Will go back to Ezell Harding. A lot of fast-paced action. Aniston, all good, checking back in along with Reese Peanut Butter.
You can see a little bit of what we were talking about earlier. A small team. Looks like they play 5 pretty much the whole game.
Right.
It looks like the fatigue might be setting in of the first half.
And hopefully we can take advantage of that throughout the contest. 15-11, crowd alive across the way. Price, as they move it around, looking for the high post to dive inside. Power, throwing it back up, overhead, no good. But we didn't block out. A lot of girls scrambling all over the floor. Ezell Harding retains it. Gunning from the corner, that's Webb. No good, airs another one. Pomeroy out of there with it. She's all good. Ahead to her, the 8th grader takes it up, lays it up nicely, gets ahead of the pack like a NASCAR driver and takes the lead, 17-11. Ezell Harding down 6 with the ball. Crowd very alive. Downtown, Williams, no good. Great block out. Reese Peanut Buttercup was blocking out and really over-blocked out, but she got thrown down, and that's what they did. They draw the foul.
That could have gone either way, and I'm glad it went the way it did.
17-11, incredible block out that time. All good, checks out of the game to an enthusiastic bench. JB, the Junkyard Dog Sizemore, gives to O'Charlie. O'Charlie walks it past the timeline, sets the court. Ezell Harding goes back to man-to-man. 17-11, 4:35 to go. Right side, Pomeroy. Brings it back up top. Drives down the lane, bounces to Duggar. Duggar struggling in the lane, and they call a foul on Duggar, I believe.
I believe she was just trying to get up.
That was an interesting call.
That's going to be her second.
Officials have done a pretty good job controlling the contest. Ezell Harding down 17-11, 4:24 to go in the second quarter. So we've got a good one here. Low scoring, but very exciting, and some great defense being played as Williams brings it up for Ezell Harding. Cutting to the top of the circle is Price. They go to her. She kicks it far side to Webb. Webb back to Price. Price, she'll gun it downtown. Yes. And that cuts it to 3. Slices the lead. 4 minutes exactly left here in the first half. JB in the corner. Takes it in. Lost it. Struggles. Gets it back to Duggar. Lays up good. 19-14. Sizemore lost it, then got it back to Peanut Butter for the layup. 19-14. Ball inside. Spinning. That was offensive. Good call. No, oh my goodness, they're going to call a block. Oh my goodness.
It looked like he pointed for the charge.
I thought he did too. Pierce back in.
I think he changed his mind, Coach.
I believe so. He may have deferred there. We saw that a lot a couple weeks ago. 19-14, 3:40 to go. Nashville Christian going man-to-man out of bounds. Ball lobbed in to Price. She will try to set the court for her team.
We are almost daring them to shoot anytime they touch the ball.
And JB got a deflection on it. Actually volleyballed it out twice. 19-14, 3:27 to go.
JB's really good about having her active hands on defense.
Right.
I mean, look at Grayson. She is 2 steps inside the three-point line.
Gunning downtown. No good. Great block out. And they're going to call Ezell Harding going over the back. And Ezell Harding's got to be careful about foul trouble because their bench is short.
That foul was on number 30, Reagan Williams.
19-14. Aniston Allgood back in for 007. Also,
Amaya Thomas is checking in as well for Ezell Harding.
19-14, 3:16 to go in an exciting contest here in Bellevue.
Belle Kaufman checked in as well for Ezell Harding.
Harper brings it up. Now Ezell stays again in their man-to-man. All good. Left side gives to Pierce. Pierce in the high pivot. Gives to Miller downtown from the corner. Rims out. JB with a great rebound, but an incredible rejection by Ezell Harding. Boy, she went up and timed it beautifully, knocking it into the team, the boys' team in the corner.
Great
19-14. Boy, it was incredible athleticism. 2:58 to go. Both these teams playing hard. They lob it to Pierce, but it's too short, and the steal comes away with Price. They're going to give it to Webb. They're not afraid to put it up, and they've cut it back to 2 at 19-17 with a nice 3. Charlie front court. Here's Miller. Miller downtown. Did she make it? She does not answer. Ezell Harding out of there with it. 19-17, struggling, then picking the ball up in backcourt. This is Williams. 2:33 to go. They can tie or take the lead. Takes in Pierce with a nice rejection. We're trapping her down in the lane, and good job of not fouling, Coach, to get the 3-second call.
Absolutely. That last defensive play for Nashville Christian, we had 2 players run into each other. That's why number 4, Jariah Webb, was so open for that 3-point shot.
19-17, 2:25 left in the second quarter. A lot of electricity here at the Nashville Christian Gym. Bonds wants to backdoor Harper, but they played it nicely, and we throw it away. We get that play almost against every team, but Ezell Harding obviously has scouted that out, and we throw it away.
I think as well as their athleticism, they're really good at moving around and recovering on defense.
Yeah, they can make up if they get caught for a second. They've got the speed. They are fast. 19-17, 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and a tight one here on the campus of Nashville Christian.
Ezell trying to overload a little bit here.
They take the ball inside, kick the ball out. Now they're going to drive all the way in. Kind of double clutches, no good. Pierce is hammered when she gets it, and they call a jump ball. I tell you, Coach, they're doubling the rebound every time and getting away with some
questionable.
Yes, some contact there on the rebound.
Yeah, I also thought that jump ball was a little quick.
Very quick.
It didn't seem like they had a solid hand on the ball there for the tie-up.
Harper kicks to Miller right side. We look at Pierce. They're playing behind her. This time we lob it beautifully. She lays it up, got hit, no call. Ezell out of there with it, 19-17. Roaring past the timeline. Pull up, 15-footer, yes. And Williams ties it at 19 in front of a very energized crowd here for both teams. Miller, cross court to Bonds. Bonds fakes the 3, takes it in left-handed. Harper tries to cut and saves a bad pass. She got bumped at the midcourt line, no call. Bonds bouncing, no good. Ezell with a good block out. Pierce couldn't get it. 51 seconds to go. We're tied at 19. Nobody's at 20 yet. What a game. 44 seconds left. Nashville Christian kind of catching its breath for a second on defense. Ezell Harding possibly going for one shot. No, now they go ahead and set the court. Inside, it's got to be offensive on Price. And she lowered the shoulder, and Charlie Harper took the hit nicely.
That is big going into halftime. That is going to be her 3rd foul, so the rest of the game she is going to be a little cautious when she drives to the basket.
7th foul, but it was a player control foul, so we will bring the ball in and come up the court at 30 seconds of the half. And let's see if we pull it out and wait. Now we go back door nicely. Pomeroy on the pass from Bonds as we hit him quick, striking before the clock got down too low, but it does give Ezell Harding a chance to score at the half. 10 seconds, 21-19. Nashville Christian ahead 2, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. She's going to wait, kick the ball over. Here she walked with 2.3 to go. So us shooting early did pay off. We have a chance for another basket at the buzzer, 2.3 to go. Ezell Harding picks up full court. Let's see if we can get Pomeroy on a breakaway. There is Harper. She's there. We throw it ahead to her. It's going to go out of bounds all the way across court. It will come all the way back in front court. If it was deflected, then the clock should have run out. The officials are discussing. The clock should have run if it was deflected. And it would come back, or they would get on the baseline, but there should be basically no time left, or maybe a second.
Even still, if it did get tipped, that's going to be good for Nashville Christian because they're going to have to run the whole length of the court in 2 seconds.
Yeah, we would prefer it got tipped. The officials are now saying
they're going to run it.
Yes, some time should have ticked off. And now the Ezell Harding coach is not happy with the decision, which I think will entail pulling time off the clock, and is. It's down to 1.9. They have time for a dribble and a shot, and we also pick up full court.
Honestly, Coach, I would stand right next to 00, see if they throw it to her, stand right next to her, let her run me over and get her 4th foul.
Here we go.
If it were me.
Harding goes to the head. Pomeroy breaks away. She can throw it up at the buzzer. She banks it in on the steal, fading away from 15. Banks it in as time runs out for a 23-19 lead at the half. What an incredible play at the buzzer. Heads up. My goodness, what an incredible way to end the half.
That's one of those plays where you say, how you like that one?
Unbelievable. So both teams in a great defensive struggle here. And with the score 23-19, we're going to take a brief break. And then we're going to bring in a guy that I've known about 47, 57 years, Jason Charlton, the AD at Ezell Harding, is going to be back with us. So we're going to take just a couple-minute break. And then this interview from the crosstown rival, the enemy, the other side, the guys in the black cap. So we'll talk to Jason here in just a second on this, the Eagle Basketball Network. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We're back at Nashville Christian Gym in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee. And a special guest again, second year in a row, Jason Charlton, who's the athletic director at Ezell Harding, and a lifer. I guess you started there in the first grade or kindergarten?
Actually, second grade. It took me – I didn't get in my kindergarten year, didn't pass the test. Kindergarten, first grade year, they let me in my second grade year.
A lot of screening there. I guess that was about 1982 or No, it was before that, wasn't it?
It may have been closer to.
You graduated in '94.
Graduated in '94, so it would have been, 10 years before '94? So
yeah.
84, I guess.
Yeah, about 84.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jason, y'all have brought a scrappy girls team over here. You're undefeated. Tell us a little bit about the girls' season so far.
Well, they are very scrappy, very athletic, very scrappy. And as you can tell, sometimes that gets you into foul trouble, which we are in a bit of foul trouble. But, they're undefeated, I think 7-0 maybe this season, but really have not played anybody the quality of Nashville Christian.
Right.
We knew it was going to be a difficult matchup coming in here today because your girls are so well coached. He does such a good job. They're fun to watch.
And we knew it was going to be a tough game on our end also. So it's they're exciting. And I was commenting on the air a while ago, as you know, when I was at Ezell Harding with the girls, this was the game, Nashville Christian, Ezell Harding. And I think maybe that's coming back, I hope.
Well,
they're now both in the same district.
Both in the same district, and you could tell by just, I don't know, you can feel not just the physical temperature in the gym, but just the spiritual temperature in the gym. And everybody kind of knew coming into it that this is probably the game that you're going to want to watch in our district for sure. And it is, it's played up to it so far.
Well, it's exciting to see. It is kind of weird me rooting for the other team.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange and coming full circle here, but of course, Ezell Harding is always dear to my heart. And for those of you that are listening in, Jason was our play-by-play man for my team. My last year, we didn't have radio, but we had the VHS tape, and you are forever on that. Voices on that tape.
I am, and Coach, you kind of lit a fire under me for doing broadcasting, and we did some softball games, state tournament softball games as well, and I just fell in love with it. You gave me the opportunity to do that, and of course I got to do some with you, and saw some of the old footage that you did back in the 80s when your brother was quarterback at Ezell Harding.
And those were the days, I tell you.
They were the days.
And that's part of my heritage of. He was the first quarterback, my brother, in the history of the school. And then the first year, Ezell Harding had a senior class, and they were allowed to be in the old NIL district, joining Good Pasture and Lipscomb. Coach Rebbin's team went undefeated at 10-0. And the first game of the playoff, I believe, was against Fairview, and my brother threw a pick six for the only score of the game. And just a 10-0 season ended suddenly by one score. But that was a great time in my life, and I just thoroughly enjoyed that. And Ezell Harding is just a part of my heart, and now it is weird kind of that. I mean, the Nashville Christian Ezell Harding girls game, and even the boys game too, but from my standpoint, the girls game, it was overflow. And this just reminds me of that. It's coming back, and that's very exciting for both schools.
It does, especially, coming into a gym like this that has not changed since that time, right?
We have not added one seat.
I mean, that's not a knock. I think it provides a stronger atmosphere. You get some of those bigger gyms that aren't as loud. You guys pack this place out, and it just gets loud. I'm sitting over there near your student section, and when y'all scored the 10th point, I mean, it was roaring over there. So it just provides a great atmosphere.
It really does. Yeah. It's kind of like teaching that auditorium class at church with 100 people in a 500-member auditorium. And this is a good shooter's gym. It's well lit. It is short. You do get the ball down there quick.
Yep.
But it's a fun gym to play in, and it's just it's a great atmosphere. Well, tell us a little bit about the boys. Coach Michael Mays, those of you, again, that don't know our history, he played for me at Lipscomb when he was in the 7th and 8th grade and went on to play for Lipscomb University later with Coach Sanderson. So tell us a little bit about the boys' team.
You asking me to give a scouting report on the air, Coach? I mean, that's kind of your job, isn't it?
We'll keep it up here.
No,
I don't have time to do a lot of scouting, I tell you. They're making me teach Bible every day.
No, our boys' team is they're kind of like our girls' team. They play very hard. They're athletic. There's not much height, and so we have to make up for it by just playing hard and being scrappy and trying to get loose balls and things like that. We probably go as Blake Dean goes. Blake is a junior guard, great shooter, can shoot pretty much from wherever he wants to, elevates really quick on his jump shot as well.
Right.
Not a tall guy, and so that helps to be able to elevate quickly. But, they're not very deep, kind of like our girls' team. They don't play a deep bench, but they play hard. And,
right.
Michael Mays' teams, regardless of whether they're up or down, and if they get down by 15 or 20, they're still going to play hard.
Right.
They're not ever going to give up.
And I know he's just a great kid. I know he's not a kid, but he is to me because he played for me. My first year at Lipscomb, he was back in '95. He was a 7th grader then, and so we go way back also.
Well, as you know, because you guys have a lot of them, it matters who's coaching your kids. You want good people to coach your kids, and that's kind of our motto in terms of hiring coaches, and y'all have got a lot of them over here as well. And, I'm not sure. I've got 3 daughters, and so they don't play any boys sports, but I would love for my kids to have been coached by Michael Mays.
I feel the same way, and I've been fortunate my kids have had some good coaching. Well, Jason, we're about ready to start the second half. I am a little worried about y'all's bench because the girls do play real hard, and they are in a little bit of foul trouble.
They are.
So hope that won't be a factor.
Well, it has been a factor, and I told we were down 13-9 a while ago, and I said, look, let's just score and pull the ball out.
Right.
Get to halftime.
Right.
So.
Well, thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate it.
As
always. And your dad, great baseball player.
Thank you. He's sitting
down
over
in
there
the Antioch neighborhood, and y'all been in that community a long time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jason, for stepping in, buddy.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, bub. Thank you. We'll be back. Back at Ezell Harding Nashville Christian ball game here in Bellevue in a good one. And, boy, you need to go back and rewind if you did not see Ava Pomeroy steal and fadeaway 15-footer at the buzzer. It was the play of the year.
Smooth off the glass.
23-19 as Ezell Harding begins the second half. Both teams playing intense defense. And here's Ezell Harding with the ball, and we have opened up in a soft man. Ezell not doing a lot of movement against it, then drives in, kicks out for the 3, and it is good. And they're right back in it.
They called a walk, Coach. She
they did? Oh, my goodness.
Took a little stutter step.
I did not see that. I can't see and hear very well, so I missed both of them.
That's why you got me.
23-19, and that 3 would have been a big one for Ezell Harding. Instead, we get the ball with a 4-point lead. Set a double down for O'Charlie. Nothing there. Then she gets a ball screen from Bonds. Now she comes open from downtown. And, ladies and gentlemen, that shot is good. 26-19 as we explode to a 7-point lead. And what a turnaround. That 3-point shot that was negated with the walk against Ezell Harding. Exactly 7 minutes to go. Ezell Harding against Nashville Christian soft man. They don't have a lot of movement. They're almost playing against it like it's a zone. Now a little weave out front, almost a walk. Boy, Pierce comes away with it. She probably should have just picked it up and held on to it. But I think she's trying.
She was going to dunk on somebody.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Or she's trying to get a hold of it, one. But the ball goes back to Ezell Harding. 6:45 to go. 26-19, we jump with the trap. And Pierce this time does get the steal. Lobs ahead to Harper. Miller, left side Bonds from 3. In and out. Boy, that was down in there. 6:33 to go, 26-19. That would have blew the roof off here.
Almost a carry there by Price.
Ezell Harding goes to the high post. They skip all the way to the corner, driving baseline and tripped by Pierce. Pierce, a great sport, immediately checked on her. And she went down hard. Man, she hit, I believe, right on that knee.
I think that was just a poor timing. Anna, with her own knee brace on, is not going to be able to stop and start as quickly as others. I think that's very unfortunate. I hope that
Right.
this is not anything more serious than just a hard impact on the
Right.
floor.
She's got to close out a little shorter with that brace on, and the girl she hit also has a brace.
Yeah, you hate to see.
They may have gotten locked up there in the crisscross.
Yeah,
So Nashville Christian has pushed out to a 7-point lead, and 6:20 to go. Coach, take some minutes to run down the totals for the game. Let's start with how many we've got.
Yeah, so we are at 26 points, with points being spread out throughout the team. That's what I think this team does really well. We've got a lot of players that can come in and have an immediate impact. You see Anderson Allgood coming in with 2. You've got Ava Pomeroy with 4, Charlie Harper with 5. You've got Reese with 3. You've got Anna with 2. You've got Whitley shooting the ball really well with 8 points, and then you've got Grayson with the 2 that started the game off. So
all right,
points all around for the Eagles, and it's nice to see a well-rounded team that can hit you from anywhere.
Ezell Harding, there's a spread around also, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Looks like Williams leads them with 5. Nashville Christian back on man-to-man defense, 26-19. Ezell Harding desperately in need of a basket. 6:10 to go. They get the play in motion, and not a good shot. Bangs off the glass. Pierce loses it out of bounds on the baseline, trying to get the rebound.
Ava Pomeroy was almost drugged to the ground right there. I don't know if she was falling already or what, but they did not seem to want to call it.
6:03 to go. The ball is inbounded to Price. Price gives it to the corner player, and that's Thomas. Thomas to Williams. Williams out top. Ezell Harding weaving people in and out. She takes all the way in. She ran over Harper again. Harper sits up for the charge, and Williams plows through her, and we get another charge. And that's our third one, I believe, we've taken. Is that right?
Yeah, third charge taken today. And that puts 2 of their better drivers, their better ball handlers, with foul trouble with 3 fouls and 2.
And a starter on the bench that was hurt. So they've got a very short bench, just 3 players. Here's Miller. She gets to Pomeroy in the corner. They close that on her. We skip across the Bonds. Lob pass intercepted beautifully by Thomas. Hesitates. Oh, my goodness, she missed it. Power move, putting it back up good as Price as she got the board. That's a big transition basket. Ezell Harding. Now we're throwing it away, and Ezell Harding's got the ball ahead or down by 5. They got a chance to cut in that lead, so the momentum has shifted slightly to the Bell Road Eagles. Ball right side. Ball lobbed in. Oh, she walked twice. She did a hop, skip, and a jump there. Missing the shot is number 1, Horner, no good. Here comes Pomeroy. Ahead to Pierce. Pierce powers, fakes, lays it up, good. Nice pass ahead. Pierce got nice control of it. Didn't feel good about the layup and got the power shot, 28-21. 5:40 to go. Ezell Harding down 7. Desperately needs to keep pace with Nashville Christian. And that was a walk. They did call it.
Great defense from Charlie Harper.
They did call it that time. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, great defense there from Charlie Harper. She put a hand up, and she wanted to shoot, but had to pull it back and caused the walk.
She's been shuffling them all night, I believe.
She has.
28-21, 4:43 to go. Ezell Harding spreads it out. And they got Pierce is on the bench, and then Peanut Butter Duggar has come in for her. 28-21, 4:28. We do a little exchange, and here's Harper, a little strong on that. And the Aniston Allgood tries to go in and get the rebound. She knocks it out of bounds. Good hustle, but it will go to Ezell Harding. Miller comes in for Harper. 28-21, 4:21 on the third quarter clock. And here comes Ezell. And we have seized a little bit of momentum, and Ezell Harding got to dig down to get it back. Both teams undefeated in district and overall play. 28-21. Ezell Harding trying to get something going here. Thomas gives the ball on the baseline, and a nice cut there as they hit the slicer, no good, and a foul is called. Boy, what a great play, hitting a cutter, but the wide open layup was missed, but on the rebound, Price gets it and is fouled.
Yeah, Willie got caught there not seeing her person and got back cut.
Nice free throw up there by Price, Briley Price, and makes it a 6-point contest, 28-22. Price with beautiful songs being sung in the background. She makes it 28-23. And Ezell Harding's going to call a timeout. They need a breather probably with that short bench, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you got to save them so you can have at least a couple towards the end of the game because it's proven it's going to be tight throughout the entire game.
Right,
here.
and Ezell Harding does have that challenge with they got foul trouble, a short bench. You got to use some timeouts to rest, and so and they're down 5. But they're a scrappy bunch, and I don't think more than likely we're not going to be pulling away in this one.
Right, Ezell can score and they can score quickly as we've already seen. So I think Coach just wants to settle them down a little bit and try to get some quick buckets to pull themselves back in.
So 28-23, Bonds to bring it up. J.B. Sizemore set to check in. And, boy, we take it all the way down the pike, but they set up for the charge, and 007 ran over Thomas. So we've had some charges in this contest on both sides, and we're going to bring J.B. Sizemore and Harper in, out Bonds and the 8th grader, all good. 28-23, 3:51 to go, and a good contest here, a good girls game here in Bellevue, Tennessee. 3:45 to go. Ezell Harding getting their traffic directed. Thomas is going to try to set the court. Soft man-to-man. She's going to hand to Williams. Williams, long one, no good. Good block out, and it'll go over to us as no one on Ezell could get close to that board. 28-23, and we do a great job of blocking out almost every possession. O'Charlie sets the court. Pops out Sizemore instead. Duggar gets it at the elbow. Looks for a cutter, but it's deflected away nicely by Williams. Here they come, and they walk. 28-23, did not jump stop properly, and Gift gives us a gift there with the travel. 28-23, 3:14 to go. Harper against the man-to-man of Williams. Dogging her, here she comes. Harper, excellent ball handler. Williams, an excellent defender. Well, she's right in her grill. 3:03 to go. We're going to throw it away, but we got bailed out as Gift held on to Duggar.
That's her third foul.
Yeah, and they had the steal or the turnover there. So Pierce comes in for Duggar. We inbounds under the goal. Harper. We stack Pierce and JB. Inside layup nicely made on a scoop shot by Pomeroy. 30-23, big play there. Ezell Harding quickly into front court. We stretch it back to 7. 2:48 to go in the third quarter. Hope you're enjoying the contest in your house. Oh, Pierce with another steal. Ahead, knocks the girl down, no call. Ezell Harding upset, gives to Harper. Harper looking for an open man. Pomeroy wanted to fire it, backed out.
The crowd wanted it
Yes,
too.
they did. 30-23. Harper, nice ankle breaker, takes it in, is rejected by Williams on a collegiate rejection. And Bonds checks in with all good.
Great Euro step there from Charlie. They thought she was going to kick, brought it back in.
Make that only Bonds checked in. And the ball to 007, and they're saying she got knocked to the floor. They're saying she lost it out of bounds.
Little hesitancy there from the old man in stripes.
Sizemore to get Bonds, 30-23. So the game, not a lot of scoring here in the third quarter, nor has it been throughout the contest. Williams, as they move it around her and Price, play catch. Ball laid down, floater inside, another offensive charge. Good call as we set up again nicely. And I tell you, we've got them scouted pretty good. We're able to read those drives, and we've gotten in the lane for help nicely.
Yeah, talking to Coach Patton before the game, we were just talking basketball, and he was very apparent. They are fast, and they love to drive. They want layups and layups and layups. And he has clearly prepared the girls well for this.
Pomeroy gets loose. No help that time. Lays it up. We increased to 9 as we whipped it around, and Ezell Harding did not get to help side. They kind of stood on that one, and we got a clear layup. Ball kicked in the corner. This is Horner, no good, and they're going to call Miller for wrapping around Price on the board. So with a 9-point lead, Ezell to bring it in, desperately in need of a basket. We man out of bounds. Gunning downtown, no good. They can get on a streak, and they steal it, lay it up. It's good, and a foul, an and one for Williams as they jumped into the press, Coach, and that's what you were talking about earlier. They can score quickly.
Yes, sir, they can. I think that was a little bit of going too fast for NCS there. JB wanted to get out and kick it out and try to go get some quick points, and I think she just put the ball on the court too quickly.
Bonds in for Sizemore, 7-point lead at the line. Williams with the crowd singing beautiful hymns in the background. The ball is missed. Pierce with it. Pierce to Harper. Harper, 7-point lead, 1:28 to go. And again, she's being guarded strong in backcourt by Williams. Deflects it away. And, boy, the Ezell Harding crowd wanted the call. And the referee, they're going to go ahead and inbounds it. Oh, there's some bump right there. No call against Thomas. Thomas guarding Harper. Harper cuts her off. Gets to the elbow, backs it back out of there. 32-25. Going to dribble over to Pomeroy for the handoff. Down the lane. Kicks it to Miller from in front of us. No good. Pierce with a nice board. Kicks out to Pomeroy. Inside to Miller. Lays it up. No good. Gets it back and gets the foul called against her. And we'll get 2 shots at the line for Miller.
I'm just wondering who they're going to give it to. It looks like it's going to be Whitley.
Yeah, Whitley's going to go to the line with a 7-point lead. Big possession there. And the crowd is really enthusiastic. Miller, yes. 33-25. Back to 8. Sizemore into the contest. Bonds out.
You really see the shortness of the bench kind of taking its toll.
Coach Patton taking advantage of that. Second shot, rims in good. All good to check in from Miller. All good, the 8th grader.
Just a really deep team for NCS.
We really are. 34-25, we enter 1 minute. Third quarter, and big shot coming up from Ezell Harding. They drive in, lays up 5 foot off the board, off the drive, good, and the floater made and fouled as Thomas hanging nicely in the air, getting the shot off nicely, and is fouled. And she has a chance for the 3-point play the backdoor old-fashioned way. 34-27. Up, and she rims that one out, so the hymns may be getting to Ezell Harding. 34-27, 45 seconds to go. They got Pierce all alone. We throw it to her. She lays it up. No good, but she is hammered from behind, and they lost her. They got she got behind the defense, was wide open in the end zone. 34-27, Anna Pierce. Transferred over with her daddy. She eyes it, guns it, makes it. 35-27, the lead is 8. All good, and Sizemore checking in. Bonds out along with Miller. They go to the bench. 35-27, as Coach said, the substitutions are big for both teams, and she bricks that one, but all good, gets a long board, gets it to Harper. We can reset the court. 35 seconds to go. Leading by 8, we can take our biggest lead of the game with a basket. Here's Pomeroy giving it to JB, takes it all the way in, lays it up nicely, no good, a little strong. Long rebound, picked up by Thomas. Here she comes, down court, takes it all the way in, lays it up, no good. Rebound put back up, good. 35-29, that was a quick exchange, 15 seconds left. 6-point lead, down to 10 seconds. Harper, 9 seconds, looking for a handoff, 7. Williams is all over, 4 seconds, penetrates, kicked ball. The ball is kicked with 2.3 to go, which is probably a good thing for Nashville Christian. We'll have a chance to get
set up,
a set and shot. at 2.3 to go.
We look a little confused on our play.
Hit a great buzzer at the half. Into Anna, fakes, lays it up, no good, too strong. Ball tipped away as the buzzer for the third quarter sounds. And Nashville Christian takes a 6-point lead, if my math is correct, Coach, 35-29 to the fourth quarter. I'm going to rest just for a second. We'll be back in a moment. Back at the Eagle Fieldhouse in Bellevue, Tennessee. We're ready for the fourth and final canto. Not sure what canto is, but it just sounds good.
Hey, I'd go with it.
35-29, 8 minutes left in this contest. Ezell Harding throws to Miller in the corner. She's got Pierce all alone, gets it to her, lays up good. Big play, they lost her again, Coach. 37-29, 7:50 to go.
I think Whitley just pulled him off.
Ezell Harding desperately needing a basket, and they get one on the three-pointer by Williams to cut it back to 5. And as we talked about, they're not going to go away.
No, they can score quickly, and they have been shooting the ball very well tonight.
They're too good a team, and they will get on a streak. So we've got a long way to go in this one. Harper almost threw it away. Pierce, good hustle, get it back. Hands to Pomeroy as we reset. Pierce comes to a high medium post. Harper exchanges with Pomeroy. We take a handoff to Whitley. To Bonds. Bonds getting inside to Anna. Pounds it, loses it, gets it back, kicks it. She had a good position on her. Ball whipped all the way around to the left side. Miller out top. Ezell Harding trying to catch their breath for a second in a 5-point game. Ezell Harding switches on the man-to-man as Miller and Harper exchange. Now they throw in the corner to Harper. She needs to get out of there. Excellent defense that time played by Williams. And we bring it back to Pomeroy. Pomeroy takes it in there, almost threw it away. Miller gets it back, drives in, hands to Pierce. Pierce charged. She lowered the shoulder also on the power move. And Coach, the crowd may not have liked it.
But it was the right call. She
lowered and there's 17-year-old Jeff Brothers over there booing with the rest of the children. 37-32, 6:37 left. Coach Brothers now getting another song ready for the cheering section. 6:30 to go, 37-32. It's quite a sight to see that. That's worth the price of admission watching Coach Brothers in the stands. 6:20 to go. Ezell Harding hit a three while ago. They need another one here badly. Down 5, approaching 6 minutes. They move the ball around the perimeter again. It's a man-to-man, but they play against it more like it's a zone. And they know they can drive, and sometimes they get to scooting too quickly, as did Stewart there, and she walked.
Visible frustration right now from the Ezell players.
And it's getting late. Still a lot of time left, but it's a 5-point lead. But all that can change in a moment. Bonds takes it into the free throw line, does the back door. Once again, we haven't been able to get it against them like we do other teams because, as you mentioned, the speed.
Yes. Yeah, their recovery is very, very good.
They can quickly make up if they've made a defensive error, and they did it there again, 37-32. We usually burn people over playing us. They're tough to burn. 5:45 to go. Ezell Harding with another chance. And here's a long three, and here we come. Gunning is Webb. It's 37-35. They're not going anywhere. They came across town to play ball. Bonds takes it all the way in. Powers lays it up. No good. Ezell wanted a foul. Nashville Christian wanted a foul. They get ahead, laying it up. Good. Tying it is Price. We call timeout. The Eagles from Bell Road have tied it up. and we had gotten out to a 9-point. Did we get to 10-point lead?
I think it was 9 at the highest.
It's
I don't
now,
think we ever got to 10.
It's now 37-37, 5:19 left. And, Coach, we said it'll probably go to the wire, and here they come.
Yes, sir. I think the biggest thing that we need to focus on for Nashville Christian side of things is not trying to force things. I think 95% of our turnovers have been trying to force the first option of the play.
Right.
Our girls on certain plays have been doing a really good job of pulling it out, working for the best shot. But there have been a couple of plays that have really started this run where we have just thrown it into the hands of, it seems, Ezell Harding. So.
And, you know, we seem to be in such control throughout the third quarter and the first minute and a half or two of this quarter, and all of a sudden you look up and we're tied up.
Basketball's a game of runs, but hopefully we can limit this one.
And I think Ezell really gets on streaks, and they're on one now. They've gone to a 1-2-1-1 full court press. Here comes Harper, left side. We whip it all the way to Miller from downtown in front of the cheering section. She missed that one. It was a good one. It rimmed in and out. And Ezell Harding with a chance to take the lead for the first time in a long time. But they throw it away. But they got lucky because we deflected it on the long pass. 37-37, 5:01 to go. Ezell Harding walked again. Boy, that's hurt them.
Again, I think it's visible frustration. It's fatigue and it's frustration from the defense of Nashville Christian.
And some of those walks were leading, I think, direct baskets. They could be up right now. 4:53 to go. Harper whips it over to Miller. Miller inside Pomeroy. She's going to, fortunately, the defense got under her too much, and that was a good call. Gave her no room to come down.
Yeah, didn't let her set her feet.
And the block call, and that's the 5th foul. We've committed 8. Ezell Harding. Alex Gift is questioning the call with the official. And he just called did he just call a technical?
He did. That was the most nonchalant technical I think I've ever seen.
And
that's her 5th foul.
And that was ridiculous. I mean, she just sat there and talked to him and gave him no recourse.
You do not see
He is
that.
asking, the coach is asking for what she said, and I hope he'll go over and tell him. He's still not coming over to tell him. And that bothers me from an official standpoint. The coach is just politely asking, can you tell me, because I want to know what my kid said. He's asking him, and he will not come over and talk to him. They're going to put Miller at the line. And he
told him no.
He won't talk to him.
Oh,
and
he
that is
better be careful.
Yeah, that's not a good piece of officiating right there. Miller, yes, 38-37. He's wanting to know what his kid said, and he's got to be careful. He'll get another one.
He's about to leave, I think.
38-37, no good. Ezell will go on defense.
I believe Ava should shoot 1-1 right here.
Well, we'll get it out of bounds.
I think it should be 1-1. But
so
Ezell
Harding.
Like it's going to be that way.
Yeah, they're back in. It's still just a 1-point lead. They try the backdoor play, nothing there, and we throw it away. Here comes Ezell. Thomas with it. The left-hander backs out of there. 4:42 to go. And Pomeroy knocks the ball into backcourt. Here comes Ezell with it. 4:37 left. Gunning downtown. No good. Great block out, but Ezell gets to it. The athleticism, they throw it into the lane, and backing out of there with the ball is Stewart. Inside. Fadeaway nicely shot. Number 3, no good. That's Thomas. We come away with the board in a 1-point lead ahead to Miller. Miller's got Pierce, takes it, stops, turns, lays it up good. 40-37, big transition.
Great pass right there.
Coach Patton calls timeout to set the defense in a 3-point lead with 4:11 to go. But I tell you, I'm for Nashville Christian, but the Ezell Harding coach was politely asking, what did my kids say? And I want to know that too. Yeah. I want to know, did the kids say, hope you can come to church this Sunday, or did they say something ugly?
Yeah, it seems.
But it was weird. She just sat there and was talking to him like like nothing was going on in the gym.
Yeah.
It was a bizarre, as you said, it was a very
nonchalant,
anemic type technical.
It just She was talking, we were watching, and you would think he would tell her to move away and just go on, walk away, but just
he let her stay with him. 40-37. They can still tie it up. Boy, they got footwork that they need to work on. Gunning the three, good, and we're tied again. Stewart spotted up nicely. It's 40. Nobody's going anywhere. 350. What a undefeated contest we've got going on here. Both teams undefeated overall and in the district. Pierce out top, skips across to Miller, who got the flare. Now she goes baseline. They don't help in time. Lays it up. She got pushed, missed the shot, but will go to the line for two. And as you said, that technical foul on Gift was her fifth, and she had to exit.
The Ezell coach is distraught at the moment. He's not even watching the game.
He's got to get back into the contest. Miller, yes, breaks the tie, 41-40, 3:35 to go. Crowd across the way, very active. Electric gym. Great Friday night basketball. Yes. Miller makes both, 3:35, 42-40. A classic matchup. Nashville Christian Ezell Harding. Been going on since the 80s. It continues now. Except I'm for a different team now than I was in the 80s and 90s. 3:20 to go. Ezell Harding with a 2-point deficit, being patient here. Again, they don't do a lot of movement, Coach, against the man.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like their plan at the moment is hope for a crease.
Shot is no good. The rebound, they're saying Ezell was over the back. Ezell Harding crowd and coaching staff is beside themselves. So they feel like they're getting hosed here a little bit. I didn't really see the contact.
I think the biggest thing is it feels like the fouls are going one way, but if you look at the count, it's exactly the same.
It's 8-8 until that one. It's 9-8, and Ezell Harding does need to realize that we're fouling also. So with 3:05 to go, Ava Pomeroy, the Panda Bear, will have a chance to take it to a two-possession game. The first free throw rims out, no good. And Ezell just loses it as Price was looking down court and lost control of the ball. Big turnover, but still just a 2-point game. Ezell Harding.
Got to take care of the ball here, Coach.
Putting hard man pressure. And they get to Miller. Miller being hounded by Williams. Now to Harper. Harper guarded closely by Webb. 2:57 left. Ezell up two in a low-scoring, hotly contested defensive contest. Miller in the corner. Looks for a diagonal to Pierce. They picked it up pretty good. 2:45 to go. Harper between the circles. Lays it down. Bonds there to set a flat screen if needed. And Patton wants a timeout. Coach Dustin Patton didn't see what he didn't see what he saw he didn't like, is what I'm trying to say.
I'll tell you what I did like from that play, Coach, and that is the fact that we didn't force. How I was talking earlier, we have forced a lot of passes and it's caused turnovers. Right there, Anna was somewhat open down in the post, but Whitley chose to take the ball out, secure it, and it allowed Patton to set us up in something that he likes a little bit better.
I think they would have gotten a hand on that pass and smartly passed it up. So we're ready to go down the wire here. We've got boys action after this. I'm worn out after this one. I don't know if I'll make it through the boys game.
Quick power nap in between the two.
Yeah. My heart's only got a few weeks left, I think, in it. 42-40, 2:38 to go. And we set the elevator screen for Harper, who pops into back court, brings it past the timeline. Oh, dangerous long court pass. Those will get picked off against this quick Ezell Harding team. 2:25, 42-40. We're up two. We go into we've actually got 4 high. And we're playing a little handoff game out there as we do some Harlem Globetrotter weaving. Well, they're coming after us now. Pomeroy drawing her back out there. 2:10 to go. 42-40 breaks the 5-point count. The coach is trying to get that 5-second call. They're quick, but we also have good guards. We're down under 2 minutes now. 42-40. Nashville Christian trying to make Ezell Harding foul. Now here they come. Long cross-court pass.
That's going to be 4.
And it brought the push by Price, and she's got her fourth. No, are they saying she fouled out? She did, Coach. She's gone.
I must have missed one, Coach.
Man, that's 2 gone. So they are in a world of hurt, but still only trailed by 2. So the trouble they're in, but the game is still well within their reach. Ava Panda Bear Pomeroy will go to the line again with a 2-point lead. She missed the 1-and-1 while ago. She doesn't miss this one. Good. 43-40. She can make it a 2-possession game. A lot of time left. 1:49 to go in this game. That's a long ways to go. She nets the second one also. 44-40. Nashville Christian ahead 4. Here's Ezell Harding. This is Williams. The crowd coming to life. Long 3-pointer is air. Bonds out of there with it. Gives to Pomeroy. Pomeroy brings it up. Here's Bonds, a minute and a half to go. They're going to have to foul now. It's a 4-point game. They can't let too much more time tick off. Horner comes out to pick her up. So they're going to have a tough time if they don't get a foul quickly. And they got to be careful because they've already committed 10. Boy, they've got to do something. 1-12. Whitley smartly lays it down. Now they're trying to pin her up in that corner. Good defense there, but Webb got called for the block. Ezell Harding wanted a push call. I think it was a good call. So Harper to the line, 44-40. What a game. It's getting very emotional over there on the Ezell Harding bench. Harper, no good. Either way, it will be a 2-possession game. 1:04 to go.
That's an anomaly right there. Charlie Harper is usually pretty consistent.
Yep. She missed both. Bonds gets the board. Did she get it out of there? She does. And we get a timeout to save the ball. Big play by Bonds. 44-40, 1 minute left. And, boy, that's a big timeout there.
Yeah, great job from Charlie Harper making sure that the referees knew that we wanted a timeout.
44-40, 1 minute exactly left in an exciting contest. A lot of emotion there on that Ezell Harding bench, and it's not positive. They are very upset with the officiating right now. They've lost 2 girls and feel like a couple of calls went against them. I think overall it's been a pretty well officiated game. And I actually, as a Nashville Christian fan, felt like the worst call did go against Ezell Harding with the lack of communication from the official on the technical foul.
I agree.
Coach, it's just bizarre. I've never seen that kind of technical where it looked like she's just talking to him like they're standing in the foyer at church, and all of a sudden, boom, you could just almost see, is she about to get a technical? And she got it, and it's such a dumb time when you've got 4 fouls.
Yeah.
And so she has to sit. So hopefully some of the girls at Ezell will learn a little bit from the emotional aspect. 44-40. We set a back pick for Pomeroy. Lays it up, hooks it Magic Johnson style. But it goes awry. 56 seconds, they're still in it. It's a 2-possession game, 44-40. Ezell's got to do something quickly. The clock running down to 45 seconds. She almost palmed the ball. They leave it to him, and Ezell Harding gets a timeout. And they say she did not take steps when that ball went up above her head.
Yeah, that's a wild play right there. But I think it's okay to let that one go. It was a little bang-bang.
I didn't think she took off with it. So 44-40, 44 seconds left in the contest. And, boy, it is a live atmosphere here in Bellevue, Tennessee. Boys action right after this. I need about an hour break, and we'll get about 15 minutes.
Yeah, Coach, I think the craziest thing about this game is at times it's felt like Nashville Christian has been in complete control of this game, but every time we look up at the score, it is 3 points, 2 points, 4 points with 44 seconds to go. Ezell Harding will just not go away.
And Ezell would probably be up if it wasn't for the bad footwork on a lot of their drives. They lost a 3-pointer, walking with the ball before she hit it. So if they were a little bit more fundamental with their footwork, they'd probably be up. So
I think the big thing here is don't foul.
And they're going to, if they score, it's going to be a quick press. They run a baseline play. They get it to her. She's going to gun a three. It was a good play, no good. Ezell Harding tracks it down. They throw it inside, and there's going to be a foul called on Pomeroy right before Thomas pivoted and scored. So it turns out it was a good foul because she had the easy basket and then the full court press. So Thomas will go to the line. How many does she have on the night?
She has 5 on the night.
And she makes it 6 and cuts it to 3. Crowd singing more beautiful Christmas carols. 44-41. Ball is up, and she made them both, 44-42. So she liked those carols. Ezell Harding did not go full court pressure. 30 seconds. Well, I don't know why. They need to try to trap. Here's Harper. 25 seconds. We're up 2. They got to get a trap quickly. They have the speed to trap before they foul. Don't understand why they didn't do that.
I think
they were not even in a trap press.
Wild.
Yeah, I don't understand. Stewart gets the foul. Why they did not trap the inbounds play.
Coach, I've seen this happen a few times. I think in high emotional games like this, coaches can get caught up in their emotions.
I think
and
so.
They lose track of their game plan.
That was bizarre there. Miller eyes it, and she makes it a 3-point game and can make it a 2-possession game with this one. And Ezell is going to need a quick basket. It's now a 4-point game with 15 seconds. Here they come. This is Williams. She'll stutter step, now takes it baseline, floats it nicely. Oh, in and out. 8 seconds. Harper rebounds. They'll foul Harper, and that should do it. Boy, she had a nice shot. It looked good. Ezell Harding made a valiant comeback, but it's 46-42 with 5.8 to go, and Harper trying to put the nail in it. And here goes Harper. Eyes it, cocks it, locks it, drops it. 47-42. So a great ball game here. Ezell Harding fought valiantly. Nashville Christian's going to pull it out. The second one made good. 48-42. They got to have 2 threes here. And again, that basket would do you no good. And the clock runs out. Nashville Christian has defeated and remains undefeated against Ezell Harding, 48-42. It was an outstanding game. Both teams shaking hands now. Good sportsmanship on both sides. Excellent basketball contest by these two fine teams. And, Coach, it does remind me of the fun days back when I was at Ezell coming out here. So it's neat to see this rivalry regained. And the girls thank the crowd for an incredible atmosphere. Standing ovation for the Lady Eagles as they go into the locker room after winning the contest 48-42. We will be back as the boys take the court with the guys' action in about 14 minutes.